So guys, one of the most common complaints that I get from investors is that their portfolios are down a lot more than the market. So Nifty might have only fallen, let's say 5% or 10%, but their portfolios have fallen 30%, 40% or even 50%. So this can become a very frustrating thing for a lot of investors. So we need to understand why this is happening and what can we do about it. So to understand this, we need to understand the concept of beta of a portfolio. And what exactly is a beta? Well, beta is a number which tells you how wildly your portfolio is going to fluctuate with respect to the benchmark index. Right? So Nifty or Sensex, for example, the value of beta ranges from 0 to 2, although it can be higher than 2 technically speaking, or it can even be lower than 0. But for the most part, that's the range. And even within that, I would say about 0.5 to 1.5 is the most common beta value of any particular portfolio. Now, how do we interpret the value of beta? So let's say, for example, your beta of a portfolio is 1, exactly 1. A beta of 1 basically will mean that your portfolio is going to behave more or less like Nifty in the long run. So let's say in a year, Nifty goes up by 10%. So the chances are very high that your portfolio will also be up by 10% and vice versa on the downside. If index is down 10%, your portfolio is most likely going to be down by 10%, right? Now, what if the beta is less than 1? Well, if the beta is less than 1, it means that your portfolio is more stable, right? It will not react as much to the underlying index. So if Nifty is down by, let's say 10%, the chances are that your portfolio might be down only 6% or 7%. So it is not as reactive to the broader market conditions. But what if the beta of your portfolio is greater than 1? And that is basically what happens to a lot of people. If beta is greater than 1, it means that your portfolio is going to be more volatile than the benchmark index. So if Nifty goes down by 10%, it's very likely that your portfolio will be down by 15%, 20% or even more. So then the question comes, okay, how do we find the beta of a portfolio? And fortunately, it's a very simple thing. You can do it in 5 minutes. So I'm going to take a real life example and I'm going to show you how you can calculate beta of your portfolio within 5 minutes. Now here I'm taking an example of a portfolio which has only 4 stocks: Reliance, Adani Enterprises, Zomato and Infosys. And in each of these stocks, for the sake of simplicity, let's say I have invested 10 lakh rupees. Now the next thing that we have to do is to find out the beta of each of these stocks. Now the good thing is that you don't have to calculate the values of beta for any of these stocks. They are readily available on any major finance website, like let's say moneycontrol.com or Economic Times. So here, for example, you can see this is the economictimes.com. Here you can see that the value of beta has already been given to us. So now that we know the beta of each of these stocks, we also know the amount that we have invested, the current market value. In fact, I should say this is the current market value of these stocks. The next thing for us to do is to calculate the weightage of these stocks on the overall portfolio. Right? So what is the weightage? Weightage means how much is 10 lakh out of the total 40 lakh rupees. So in this case, everything is very simple. This is basically 10 lakh divided by 40, which is 0.25. And it's the same for all of 4 of them. In your case, it can be different, right? Some of them will be higher, some of them will be lower. So just have to fill in this formula and find out the weightage. It's a very simple formula. Take this divided by this. All right, this is all good. Once you have the weightage of each of these stocks, the next step for you is to multiply the weightage with the beta value that you have found earlier. Right? So this is called a weighted beta, means you multiply the weightage of that stock to the corresponding beta and you get the weighted beta, which is 0.28 in this case, 0.58 here, 0.45 and 0.25, and then you just add them all up. Right? So here I can see that my portfolio, which consists of Reliance, Adani, Zomato and Infosys, is a relatively high volatile portfolio because the value is 1.55, which is quite far away from 1. Now, if let's say I'm a conservative investor, I don't like taking that kind of a risk. I don't want to see my portfolio fall a lot. What is that I can do? Well, I can either reduce my exposure to a high beta stock, for example, reduce my exposure to Adani, reduce my exposure to Zomato, or alternatively, let's say I have additional sum of money, I can buy a stock, right? I can buy a stock with a lower beta. So let's go back to the same example of ITC. Remember, ITC has a lower beta. It's 0.91. So what I can do is I will take ITC and I will buy another 10 lakh rupees of ITC, which has a beta of 0.91. And now that you can see that from 1.55, my beta has come down to 1.42. And this can be played in a different ways. You can add more money to lower beta stocks to bring it down to whatever value you desire. So that is it, guys. This is basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about, to show you how you can calculate within a few minutes the beta of your overall portfolio, and based on the actual value of that beta, you can take corrective action so that the next time market goes up or goes down, you also have a fair estimation of how your portfolio would perform.